you can do for your country. We are a united people, pledged to maintaining a political system which guarantees individual liberty. Whatever America hopes to bring to pass in the world must first come to pass in the heart of America. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over. An idea infused with the conviction that America's heroic journey must go forever upward. The American dream endures. We must once again have full faith in our country. I will lead, and I will do the best I can. Unity, diversity, and generosity, shared and written together. Thank you, and God bless the United States of America.
Welcome to the Election Updates 270 Club by Joshua Noel Beauchamp. If you are interested in American politics, which I'm sure you are, may I suggest two books that I recently published. The first being The American Policy, and the second book being American Law and Thought. Both of those books go over most dynamics of American politics, from political parties, interest groups, the role of Congress, the legislative-executive relationship, the role of polarization, international relations theories, history of the United States, history of Western expansion. Those books provide detailed, rich references to help you in your research, in school, just for fun. But now, let's get down to work. What is the Election Updates 270 Club? Well, it is a showcase of 4 updates starting August 27th to today, October 19th. The first update is August 27th. August 27th. That had occurred right around the time of the Democratic National Convention. Harris was coming off a week of jubilance from August 19th to August 22nd. A week later, this update occurred. She was on a high, a bump in the polls. She was riding high in the blue wall in the Midwest, with Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania showing her doing strongly, her taking the lead. People were enthusiastic during this update. The toss-up states were Nevada, Arizona, and Georgia, with Trump doing well in North Carolina and trailing Harris in that blue wall. Now, one of the downsides of this update, even though Harris is with 271, Trump at 234, is that she is not leading in Arizona or Georgia. Biden had won those 2 states in 2020, and it's incumbent on Harris to do well and win in those states, to go on the offense and not just on the defense in the blue wall. Now, the second update, September 12th, the state of the race. Harris at 252, Trump at 245. This is a very close race. The toss-ups are Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina. Wait, Pennsylvania is a toss-up. Yes, Trump has pulled ahead in Pennsylvania. Now it's a toss-up. The blue wall is still strong, with Wisconsin and Michigan staying in Harris's camp, but Trump has pulled ahead in Arizona, in Georgia, and now in Pennsylvania, where Pennsylvania is now one of the toss-ups, along with North Carolina and Nevada. So the summary here is that Trump has been recovering in the polls. Arizona has turned from a toss-up to a lean Republican, and North Carolina and Pennsylvania are now toss-ups. The change from the last update is plus 11 Republicans, plus 11 Trump. And the third update is September 27th, the state of the race. Harris is with 251 and Trump is at 229. The summary is that Harris and Trump are nearly in a dead heat race, with toss-ups representing an opening to a pathway to victory to either candidate come election night. Harris needs to shore up support in Wisconsin and Michigan. At the same time, Harris needs to focus on Pennsylvania and Georgia, working to expand her base in suburbs in those states. On the other hand, Trump needs to blitz in Georgia, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina, get to work, establish his ground game there, and pull ahead. If Trump can carry those three states and do well in Arizona, as the polls suggest, he has a realistic pathway to victory come election night. And the change from the last update is that there's just increasing numbers of toss-ups. Georgia has went back to a toss-up. North Carolina is a toss-up. Pennsylvania is staying a toss-up along with Nevada. Harris has pulled ahead somewhat in Michigan, still leading in Wisconsin, and Trump still leading in Arizona. The fourth and final update in this 270 Club state of the electoral race is Trump with 245 and Harris with 226. The interesting thing about this is the blue wall is now cracked. It's now a toss-up in all the three blue wall states, with Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin being toss-ups. That's bad news for the Harris camp. Nevada is also a toss-up. North Carolina is also a toss-up. But the real thing here is that Georgia and Arizona are strongly now advancing into the Trump camp. The summary is that Trump has gained in Arizona and Georgia, separating himself from Harris at a healthy pace. Harris has completely lost momentum in Wisconsin and Michigan, with those states now joining Nevada, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania as toss-ups. This close to the election. Trump has the clear advantage in the final 2 weeks, with Harris playing defensively in the blue wall. Again, Biden won Arizona and Georgia in the 2020 election, putting Trump on the defense. Now Harris is on the defense, with Trump showing up his support in his states and now pushing forward and onward in the blue wall. Harris's momentum from the first update in late August after the DNC in the city of Chicago has fizzled out completely. This is now a Trump-favored race, with anyone able to pull ahead. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Harris? Who knows? But the change from the last update is plus 16, Trump. Stay tuned, and let's see who wins the race.